Welcome, friends. This is Kumar Bala again, and a topic which was of great interest to our ancestors. Clean your feet before you come into the house. Wash your hands. Ensure that you are using proper soap or even the local aids found in households. We as children used to laugh. We hardly ever wash the back of our feet. Just managed to get through the gilbert eye of the parents and then sit down to eat the hearty meal, which of course contained all the best things in life, healthy, tasty, and good for you. But that's not the subject of my story. The story is how we ensure that we keep our houses, places, everything clean. How we pass the lesson of cleanliness, which is next to godliness. We all know that we all pride and we talk about the Japanese 5S, but way before the Japanese came down from the murderous people they were to some sort of sanity after World War II, we had already led the way to ensure that because of the climate we live in and the way we live in, that we live in a manner which is neat, clean, and according to the requirement of nature. The idea that the Japanese taught us 5S and we all learned this 5S and we showed everybody what it is absolutely part of folklore. It's good because it's short and we can just quote the Japanese and talk about it for hours in training programs, and the trainers make the money. The people who sit have a couple of days away from their own work, and hopefully they learn that they should keep their hands and feet clean. They should ensure that they throw everything in, keep the place without litter, and everything. There's a place for everything, and everything in this place. But that has been happened from the time immemorial. Unfortunately, the Chinese taught us a bitter lesson that if we are not clean, if do not have clean habits, they presented the whole world with a thing called the COVID pandemic. Without that, we now realize when we dash for sanitizers, when we wash our hands, and a lot of huge newspaper advertisements and doctors with about 50 degrees after them show us exactly how to wash the hands and ensure that there are no germs. All this has already gone by years and years ago in the manner that each and everything has been taken in our lives. We have not ensured that we follow that. We thought that wearing shoes or trying to circumvent the system is the easiest way out. But anything which is a shortcut is only a shortcut to disaster. And the way that we saw and the way that did it, that is the main thing of life. We should ensure that wherever we are, it's very easy to ensure that whether we are on the street or whether we are at home or whether we are at work, it is very important to ensure that we have a neat and clean place to work, or even we owe it to society to ensure that the people who live with us are those who will not suffer because of the bad habits or bad things that we do when we are outside our house, away from the gaze of near and dear ones. The Japanese, this time I must confess, I made everybody proud that after every important international match which the Japanese team plays, they all come out and the entire group of spectators take time out after the match, whether they lost or won, to clean up the entire stadium and leave a note of thanks to the authorities for providing such entertainment for them. For them, the person is most important, and respect for others is only given through ensuring that they are taken care of and not becoming physically ill because of the presence of these people. It is not that huge litter, because there will be no litter when the Japanese are around, and the same way they will ensure that wherever we go to work, whatever they do, whatever they eat, because I can vouch for the most foul smelling things that they eat, but they ensure that it is all kept away neatly and completely so neat that you can even do a surgery once they have finished with it. When you talk about the Koreans, who are no less than the Japanese, the same way they do their own work, they do whatever they have, they maintain their own workspace in such a manner that which is an honor for us to have a look at that. It's not the position, it's not that somebody else will come and do it. Whether he is the managing director or whether he is one of the cogs in the wheel, everybody ensures that there is 100% compliance as far as all these aspects are concerned. We have, even in India, we have seen that we blame each other for the poverty and the squalor. But I remember I used to take the boys in my department out into some slums and show the huts, which were hardly 20 feet or 25 feet by 10 feet, how neat and how clean the mud floor was, and how two or three people used to stay. Everything used to be kept away. Kept away properly. The lady, however poor and however she was